Hello and welcome back to Star Wars 5e RPG Port of Shadows question mark. I'm your host Teddy, the DM, the GM, the SWM, and right now we've got three of our heroes. Christine playing the lovely little Kushiban Space Bunny, Brillig. And then we have Bitsy Boy the dog, aka R4 MPG, the B1 battle droid. You can see down here. And then we have Colin, aka Jabba the Butt, aka Anson Dustis, human gang member, rogue,
Hot shot.
hotshot. And we've got a little treat for everybody today,
Woo!
as I have an opening crawl. It wouldn't be an episode of Star Wars without an opening crawl. So
Oh my god.
go ahead and bring that up.
Let me see.
I'll go ahead and copy that link. I'll send it in the Discord. Actually, I could just stream in the Discord, couldn't I?
Yes. Yes, you could.
How do I do that?
You can
sorry.
hit screen at the bottom. If you go to the Discord screen, pull it up, you'll see screen right beneath the end call button, and right above the mute. And
Gotcha.
buttons. Hey, there's a boy.
Hey, there he is.
There's a dungeon daddy.
Hey. Wait. No, that's Eddie today. I'm not
Oh,
tomorrow.
You're a dungeon stepdaddy today.
Thank you.
I think I'm gonna watch this stream.
What stream? Oh. Teddy popped up with the stream.
Yes. Come and check out the opening crawl for episode 2 of Star PG.
Hell yeah.
Alright, I am in the stream.
Everybody ready?
No, I'm not in the stream. I'm not in the stream.
Gonna-
There's only one river. There's
Um,
only one stream.
I'm gonna mute it because I don't want to deal with the monetization stuff. So if I could get some people doing the doo-doo-doos.
Okay. You got
Cool.
Wait.
All right.
Wait. I
Tell me
thought you were gonna put it in the Discord.
No, I'm gonna stream. I'm just gonna stream it so that you can all see it together at the same time.
I'm not watching the stream. I don't even know where to go to the stream.
No, go to the Discord.
Yeah.
You got this. And then look at me and you'll see you're streaming and you'll see the streaming.
Yes.
Oh, wait,
Oh my god.
This is a mess.
Sorry.
Alright,
Okay.
tell me when.
Are you ready? Okay.
Give me a countdown.
Well, are you watching it?
Yeah.
Okay.
I just need to count off.
A long time ago in a galaxy far, far away. Star Wars!
Play the recorder.
Eyeing little girls with bad intent. Original trilogy, how it turned out. Sitting on a park bench.
It's on my Hunter x Hunter recommended videos.
And one Star Wars one in the corner.
One little Star Wars one in the corner. Very cute.
Very cute.
Okay. Welcome to Star Wars RPG Episode 2, The Curse of the Rakghoul. Dun 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 dun. Right now, our heroes are split up in different sections of the facility, left vulnerable to whatever may approach them, whatever horrors they may find. And we'll start off with the beautiful, sensual Anson Dustus, who has just begun exploring the Black Sun imports section of the facility up at the top left. And he first investigated the armory, where he found and repaired a tiny little DRK-1 probe droid, who you may recall was also used by Darth Maul in The Phantom Menace.
We're gonna have to edit. He's gonna need a token, and we're gonna have to edit my
There he is.
edit my edit my my image. Also, I'm having trouble moving people around.
Who are you having trouble moving around?
They must have changed the interface of Discord because I don't have the 3 lines. It doesn't matter.
Oh, they changed it to like the little arrows.
Yeah, let's see. I'm pretty sure that I have to, because I built this droid, I have to bond with it.
Mm-hmm.
How do I start doing that?
Well, I mean, you've
Let's see. It says here. Start the droid companion.
I imagine the bonding process is like programmed in when you fix it, right?
Mm-hmm.
If your droid is irreparably bonding with a new companion takes 8 hours spent in an appropriate location. So I would say this is appropriate because we're bonding through adventure, and I'm technically this thing's mother.
You can bond with it over the next 8 hours to really become buds with it. He's a little wary of you, because he was kind of destroyed somehow before you found him, and but you did fix him up, so he's sticking with you for now.
Okay, good. Let's see. So, I last I checked, I came in here, and I got some weapons, and I just picked them all up to be divided later. That was in one room, and I don't think I went into the other room.
Right.
Okay,
That is correct.
So what's the other room?
The other room, it doesn't. It was labeled operations. That's what it was.
Okay, I'll go in there.
Okay. All right. So you. Well, hold on a sec. Well. There it is. All right, great. You take a step in. Well, you open the door, and you see a feline warrior standing to your right, and you see this is a setup where it's basically a firing range. It's a testing range for different weapons. And you see he's at the computer. He does notice you come in. And you see a flame trooper up ahead in the firing range, like just kind of fucking around, shooting the flamethrower around.
Howdy.
What the hell are you doing here?
I was gonna say I'd like to size this guy up, but
You do recognize that this Feline warrior, you guys fought this guy back at the facility, the Supike facility where you found Ekbo? You as a whole party fought him.
yeah.
But that was a
I
couple
don't think I
levels
was
ago.
there for that, by the way.
You came in at the end.
Gotcha. I'm gonna go for a less hostile approach.
Is the droid with you?
Yeah.
Okay, great.
Closing by my head.
I said, what are you doing here? Who are you with?
Oh. Hold on. Oh, sorry, my character sheet. Well, I'm actually here from Pors Dakba sent me to investigate our weapon system, and I wanted to make sure that everything was in order.
That dweeb doesn't know anything about weapons.
Sure, you're telling me. Let me ask you this: would you say you're being treated fairly here?
I don't know what that performance was. But, God, no, it sucks. I mean, it was kind of fun hanging out here. We would, have little tiffs with the Gev Syndicate boys when they were here. But ever since the Stormtroopers came by, it's just kind of a drag.
I look at my droid and I shake my head and I go, "Stormtroopers."
And it goes, whoop.
Well, I'll tell you what. You give me a couple minutes to look around, and I'll be right out of your way.
Yeah, all right. What weapons did he want investigated,
You know what?
inspected?
He told me, but wouldn't you know it? I forgot.
Oh, yeah. Well, if you're gonna want to look at any of my stuff, I'm gonna need an inspection code.
Inspection code? Sure. I'll just have my droid activate that, and I'll take a look around the room.
Sure. Yeah. He can plug into my terminal over here.
And then when he's not looking, I give the droid a look. I go,
All right.
I begin my investigation, which, as you will see, I rolled above a 20.
Nice.
So I want no secrets.
So you're looking. What are you investigating exactly?
I don't know. I don't even know what room I'm in.
You're in the operations room. It is a so you're in the main room where like all the data is stored of the weapons and all that. Right next to you is a computer setup that you can see was clearly recently accessed, and you can even see with your 21. You can even see that it was the last user logged into it was Pors Dakba.
Okay, well, I'm gonna have a look at the computer weapon system if you guys don't mind.
Yeah, sure, whatever. Just bring that droid over here and let him.
Yeah, just give me a sec.
No, but bring your droid over here and let him put in the code.
You know what? He's a little shaky. He just was a little damaged. I really would feel better if I kept him here.
Okay, well then you and him come over and put in the inspection code.
Okay. Here's the code.
Pulls out a gun.
Hold on, I'm weighing my options here. Keep a cut.
Yeah, you look. You're like sweating, and the Feline warrior's like furrowing his brow, and then the probe droid is like beep boop beep boop. And it's like shifting between you two. And then we fade over to Rampage. Rampage, you entered the Zerka Core Plague Transmission Research section, and you saw there was a Zerka boardroom that was emptied. You saw a Zerka scientist was there, and I don't believe you opened the box. Did you open the box? You did.
I did, and I got I got 2 common back to tanks, an anti-tox kit, a Foblum echoer, and a duplex extender channel.
Yes.
And then I left, and there was nothing else in the box, no notes or anything.
Right.
And it just showed the last person to log into the terminal was. It showed that, right? Like
it was Jen Pazap. He was the other's moon scientist at Zerka Core that was working with Boris Dakba.
Okay. I walk up to one of the protocol droids in here.
Mm-hmm.
And then I say,
"Greetings, fellow droid."
Greetings. Hello. Are you here to assist in our research?
Yes, I have come to make requests on some documents and offer a short amount of assistance. May I ask real quick, do you have the files on how to make use of the Rakghoul inoculation and vaccination and Rakghoul cures?
Sure.
My dispatcher requires, that is my current directive, to pick up those files and instructions.
Absolutely. All those files are located in the computer terminal back there. And he points to the crater that is here, where the thermal detonator went off.
Yep. Okay. I look at the terminal. I look at it for a second, and I just turn back to him robotically, as I am a robot, as you might know.
Technically, a droid.
And I say,
where would the backup server be in case of thermal detonation?
Well, there is another facility that we have that is located in a place that is as follows. Make sure something.
this place has a name, a location, and it is here, in reality.
Make sure something.
There's Jake. I didn't have his video for a second. Oh, that handsome mug.
That would be located on the moon of Casonar.
And
Their
I
redacted facility.
At this facility, I will be able to locate instructions on how to utilize and spread the vaccine and inoculation, correct?
Yes, all of this facility's research was backed up to that facility on Casanar.
Do you have the coordinates?
Or do you have the coordinates for the facility? Casanara is quite a large moon.
Yes, absolutely. They are.
Oh no!
Oh dear.
Oh.
His eyes pop out.
Okay. I point to the other protocol droid and I say,
Do you have the coordinates to the ISAC facility on Casanar?
Absolutely. They are located at. And his head just, like, flips around.
what is
Fire
the third
shoots out of his
protocol
eyes.
droid? How does the third protocol droid react to this?
To you saying that?
Yeah.
He
Does
doesn't, he doesn't react to anything. He's still typing away.
he's focused on his work. Okay.
Yes.
Sorry,
You
I'm
should-
also gendering
you
these
should,
genitals.
A single bead of sweat is down the.
This is like he's hiding behind his computer a little more.
Luke, you should ask the third droid the coordinates to like a space, like a couple space miles to the right.
Not a bad question.
Hey, you over there. I point to the last one.
Uh-huh.
Can you tell me the coordinates to a space very close to the ISEC facility on Casanar?
I'm about to test something.
Please don't ask me that.
He grips your arm really tightly and says,
You really.
Please.
I pat his hand as he touches me. And I ask him,
So about those coordinates.
Brutal.
Where is cold storage for other vaccinations, inoculations, and other plague chemicals?
They were kept in very limited supply. I believe poor Stakba, our director, had the remaining stash.
Thank you. I will be back momentarily to assist in research. Best of luck, fellow droid.
and I leave, and
thank
I never
you.
come back.
Okay, and we pan over to.
Is this another door in the back, or is that's part of the map that the person made?
Oh, that's just these are like lockers, the
okay.
cabinets, and this is just the wall. This is just
Gotcha.
the wall.
Alright, that's all I do in that room. I mean, this is just a bathroom, right?
Yes, that is just a bathroom for these droids. No, Jen Pazap uses it,
Okay.
Sure.
Okay. Actually, I search it really quick. I check behind like the mirrors, under the toilet seat, in the toilet, the reservoir in the back.
Yeah. You find. Well, actually, could you do an investigation?
Yeah, I was like, you're gonna give me that for free?
No.
23.
Oh.
Nice. You find a small little plastic baggie of refined andrus. It's a spice that well, I'll just tell you, whatever. You don't need to. Oh my god.
Space meth?
It refines. It sharpens a creature's mind when smoked.
Ah.
Mm.
Yes.
You can add. You can basically can. It improves any wisdom check for anything for a minute.
For a creature that can smoke.
Yeah.
Can droids smoke space drugs?
I guess not. I'm
They can
sorry,
put 'em
man.
into their fuel, because they have to have some sort of fuel.
You could pop it in your oil tank.
And then short circuit and
hmm
and explode. Cool.
You get an additional D6 when you use it for a minute.
Hell yeah. Okay. I end my turn. I leave.
Great.
I leave the plague research.
And
You can try burning it in front of your like cooling fan or something.
There you go. Scene.
we pan over to Brillig quoth the body of Gelvlicht in a Rakghoul tank and a 15% Rakghoul diseased Yorkel.
So am I cutting off his arm?
No. Okay.
He's unconscious as well.
I get so like frustrated
think?
at quotes for
What do
all
you think he would want?
Oh.
What's that?
I said, what do you think he would want?
He does not want his
He asked
arm
for his
cut
arm to be
off.
cut off.
I get so mad and so overwhelmed that I just need to channel my rage. And so
No.
I've been waiting for this all day. So I am going to channel my rage into channel the force. Hang on. Okay, okay. Which one of the things I can do with it
Mm-hmm.
is neutralize poison or disease.
Whoa. Whoa. Coming out of nowhere.
Right?
I had that. I was diseased.
I know, but this is new. This is a newfound. I'm
Brillig
just,
is definitely Sith, right? Can we all agree?
So-
on that?
I'm letting my hate flow through me, and
Good.
Are you channeling the dark side of the force to heal this man?
no, this is only sweet bunny
Only I have the power to
protection.
save
for it.
Yorkles.
Because the other choice of channel the force was cause harm. I did think about it though.
Whoa. Okay. You suggest cutting off like 2 arms and then somebody's always like
Wait, so you're more pissed at him suggesting to cut off his arms rather than your close personal friend being turned into a zombie?
It's that too. But
Okay, gotcha. All right.
the cutting off the arms just put me over the edge. You know, it's like
Yeah.
I have to do something about this.
Yeah.
like
Very fair.
angry
Very
or something. I don't know.
It's the last straw. And his last arms.
Okay, so you rage is filling your tiny little bunny body, and you feel that this energy is being pushed out of you towards Yorkel's unconscious body. And could you roll for how many hit points? Your level plus wisdom modifier.
Nope, there's no. It just neutralizes it. It doesn't.
Oh, it says the creature regains hit points equal to your guardian level plus your wisdom modifier.
That's.
It says
they're two
alternatively.
choices. Yeah,
Oh,
yeah.
okay, gotcha. Okay, so you see the Rakghoul skin that's about covered his forearms and his hands shrink away, and on one arm it goes away completely, and the other arm there's just a small little patch left on his arm.
Nice. Just a little rash.
So there's a little rash. So you recognize that you were not able to completely neutralize the disease, but you bought him a good amount of time.
Cool. Is he I'm gonna like observe. I guess that might have to be like medicine or something. I just want to see if like there's anything else he needs. Like I'm wondering if he needs to be back in that tank of fluids or anything.
Yeah, you can investigate. You can investigate around to see if he needs, like, how he's doing, and if, like, yeah,
Oh.
you
Well.
don't really get anything one way or the other. Yeah.
I'm still steaming.
Um,
Wait, did Jake cut off his arms?
No.
Not yet.
Okay. Whose arms got cut off?
Nobody's.
Okay.
Nobody's arms got cut off.
I feel like I have enough energy that I could maybe do that like 2 more times before I would need to like pass out and take a nap. I'm just saying.
You can do it twice more?
Isn't that insane?
And pass out? I wish I could make myself pass out.
I'm sure there are ways you could do that.
I'm just a droid.
I don't know if a
right?
droid can do that necessarily.
Yeah, I just do internal diagnostics and.
There is a computer panel over here on the left, as well.
Oh yeah. Do we want to see if we can get Rampage to help with that at all?
Perhaps. Maybe.
Right about now, Rampage would be
he's
just about done.
Okay. Well, maybe we could just take a look at it and see if there's anything that we can do. Technology.
Yep. Cool.
Just start mashing buttons.
You find that this was a section of the facility dedicated to more advanced Rakghoul developments, as the essentially the disease came from a Sith temple, and they were not able to locate the original talisman that is the case 0 of the disease. That and so because they weren't able to locate that, they had to kind of work backwards through it to develop their own version. And that's what the collars on the Rakghoul were for, is to control them and control the disease itself. And you see a image of the talisman. And Quoth, you recognize this symbol as similar to the symbol that you saw on the Rakghoul collars.
Okay.
So
This is similar to the symbol I saw on the Rakghoul collars. I think.
Wasn't the back of the art that we returned to the Mandalorian temple didn't have something like about Sith temple something written on it?
No.
Good.
Feel like that
I don't remember what I'm talking about.
I wasn't here.
Oh, that could have. Yeah, that could have been one you weren't here for. Um.
That doesn't ring a bell to me.
It's in the lore items.
Yeah.
Go look at the lore items.
Looking at the lore items. The ancient Mandalorian.
Mandalorian
map?
map.
I don't remember it.
Is it the one?
On the back of the painting of the first Mandalore, a map to a Sith temple can be found. The Mandalorians submit for further translation, so maybe we can find out what that translation was.
Yeah,
What
we
was the
need to
painting of it?
go. We need to go get that painting, or we need to at least take a picture of it.
I think
Can
we
you
should
take a
ask.
picture in
We
Star
should ask them what they've translated so far, right?
Yeah, and maybe just like draw a little. No, there's no paper in Star Wars except for that one.
It's
empty
it's a
on the
stone
door.
map. It's a stone painting.
It's metal.
Yeah.
We can etch it on paper.
Yeah.
It's
Paper.
paper.
Okay.
There's
That
no such thing as space paper.
there.
There's no paper. There's no, but there is space paper.
I think George Lucas would have a problem with that.
Well, George Lucas can come on this stream and kick my ass.
I dare
I
him.
thought you might say,
I also
ladies and
dare
gentlemen,
Yo, GL.
Yo, GL, what up?
So many things are falling into place in my brain right now.
it's not very fun. I try to do weird things and DM won't let me. You know, he knows what I'm gonna do before I can do it, and it's just not a good way to make.
Wow, he's
You're all
here.
white
He's
slavers.
really.
DM's just a white slaver. Okay. That's what you
Okay.
find.
I think we need to go to that Sith temple.
Oh, Brillig wants to go to a Sith temple.
I've been taking you all the various churches throughout. I
If I
think
get out of the situation I'm in alive, I think I'm gonna kill Brillig. And not for their meat, for my safety.
but I could help you with my newfound skills.
Can you save the ones I love from dying?
Depends on what they're dying from.
Rakghoul disease. The one
Yeah,
I love is me.
of course.
Why didn't you offer this information up last time when I was bitten by a Rakghoul?
I didn't know I could do it, but now that I know I can do it, the channel is open.
Great. Well, if I ever get out of this,
You better not eat me.
If you ever get out of this, speaking of you getting out of this, we pan back to Anson Dustis facing down a Feline warrior inquiring about an inspection code.
yep.
You had so many.
You know what? They gave me the code, but wouldn't you know it, I lost sight of it. Do you think you could let me through just this once?
So it's not in your droid?
No, he got busted up back there. I actually just fixed him up, but his memory's a little wonky.
Yeah, you shouldn't be storing stuff in those droids. We typically use them for target practice.
Well, yeah.
The 18 was for the laugh to sound real.
And the little probe droid, droid like is right behind your leg, like flies behind your leg and like is peeking out. You know, he's just like.
Ah.
Don't use me for target practice.
Please don't ruin my droid.
Please don't use me for
Everybody shut
target.
up. Not how he sounds.
I'm about to shoot his droid.
And then himself.
I'm gonna shoot you guys.
Okay, so you, yeah. He says, all right, just do whatever. I don't care. And he picks up a blaster and starts aiming down the range.
Okay, and I do, you know, I look up what I need to look up.
Yeah, could you give me a technology check?
That's wait for it. Technology.
You don't seem to be able to log in. However,
So if I miss a roll, do I just like miss out on important parts of the story?
there are different things that you can and can't get that will help. That will help, but won't. You know, if you don't miss them, then there's other ways you can.
It would be funny if I missed a huge plot point.
Your tracker droid nudges you. Goes. And like swings its head at the little USB port. He's asking if you want help getting in.
Yeah, and I nod.
Cool. So, you can roll intelligence for him.
For him,
Yeah, go into his character sheet and click on technology.
intelligence.
It's the same thing.
Is it?
Yeah, because he's not proficient in technology, which is interesting.
I
Not
think
the
it's
saving
private.
throw. In the skills.
That was a saving throw. Oh, see. Well, whatever.
There you go.
I needed that.
You find that the Black Sun provided swoop bikes for the ISEC to disperse the toxin in an inhalant form, and all the swoop bike riders were given a vaccine to become immune to the virus.
Oh.
But the vaccine doesn't destroy the
I don't
virus.
wanna play this game anymore.
The
It's
space
getting too real.
cure, no, space vaccine makes you immune, but it doesn't cure it. And
We could harvest Brillig's organs and try to get something out of that because she could heal it.
you also find that the Feline warrior, and he was communicating with his brother out at the other facility by Conte City, and they have been using pheromones to ward off the Rakghouls, because if they use the pheromones, the Rakghouls won't attack them. And they've only been allowing the head handlers of the Rakghouls, only the upper echelon, get the inoculation, which gives them temporary resistance.
I see. Is there any way to identify the head?
This is his brother talking about at the other facility where they're doing more Rakghoul handling.
But I mean, like, is there any way to tell like who would have the pheromones?
Well, all you know is that that Pores had a bunch, which you guys got off his body, and that's what Rampage confirmed.
Gotcha. Okay. Then I think I'm done in here.
Everything up to speed, sir.
Yeah, looks like it. I'll just be going. Tell old Porzy that everything's in order.
Oh yeah, I heard a bit of a ruckus out there, but most of it was covered by Jimbo over there, his flame trooper. Is everything kosher out there?
Yep, everything's fine. We had a slight weapons malfunction.
Ah, that makes sense. That makes sense why you would come inspect ours then. I get it. There we go. And you depart that. Now over to your left, there's a corner.
How do I move myself and my droid at the same time?
You can click and drag. So you go around the corner and you see a jump trooper at the end.
Does he see me?
Yeah, he doesn't he cocks his head a little bit and then doesn't say anything as you're kind of far away.
Okay. How far away am I?
If that's where you are, then you are 45 feet away.
Go for it. I would like to perceive if he can see my probe droid. Well, that doesn't matter. Oops. Here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna have my probe droid can turn invisible. He has a camouflage module in my tracker droid, and he can become invisible while it is invisible. Anything is carrying or wearing is also invisible. It becomes visible if it attacks, casts a power, takes a hostile action, or when it deactivates the module. So I'm gonna have him turn invisible and go investigate what those two doors are. And I'm gonna fiddle around on my communications pad to seem what's the word I want? I don't know, to seem casual.
Yeah, but don't, you're not trying to look like you're seeming casual.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. But I am gonna keep my distance.
Okay, so you send the droid up there, and it inspects one door, and then comes back, and then goes to the next one, and comes back.
I don't know if I did this on my character sheet, but I think because I have a tracker droid, I have a wrist pad that like tells me what goes on. Probably, I mean,
You're not quite bonded with it yet, though.
okay. Well, I don't speak binary, but I think Rampage does. I would assume. So,
I understand binary, but I do not speak it. But I think the droid understands basic.
Okay, the droid can hear Galactic Basic and understand it. It just can't speak it. Okay, so then I will take my little droid and we will head back into the main room.
Oh. Bop. There you are.
Okay, and Rampage, I need you to read some binary for me. This is A droid I found.
Hello! The droid goes, hello! Hello, fellow droid.
Aww.
Haven't seen one of you around here.
Yes, I am an old model.
What's up?
Oh, you know, just hanging out with some organics.
Me too. I'm not usually very keen on them, but
to get the information. I don't have time to be lugging around this protocol droid. I care about one person, me.
You'll get used to him. He's rough around the edges, but he has a heart of gold.
We'll see about
Or so
that.
I'm told. I still don't understand organics.
He did send me to go look at some doors around a stormtrooper so that he wouldn't have to.
He can be a little pushy. You said he says you have some information.
Oh, yeah, the doors. Well, one of the doors said firing range, do not enter. And the other door, which of course I know is what it is because we were prepped on this. It said storage and back entrance.
Anson, your traveling companion, found a door to a firing range and a door to storage and a back entrance.
I would like to get into the back entrance, but as it stands, I'm a little low on health, and I have a disease, and there are some troopers blocking it.
You might be able to make use of this. And
I give Onsen one common back-to-tank to use.
Nice.
Don't know
Use it, I
how
shall.
they work when it comes to what dice they roll,
I
but
looked on back to tanks, and I couldn't find anything.
what does he have to roll to heal himself? Oh, SWM.
Yes. Let me find it. Why isn't it there? Where is it? I'm looking.
I could not find anything on back to tanks on 5e.
One die, one hit die, plus your constitution.
Some of you with weak constitutions may want to leave the stadium.
It's called a med pack, but I like back to tank.
Oh, gotcha. So a hit die plus constitution.
Which I think if you just roll hit
0.
die, I think that's what the hit die button does.
Great. 3.
Cool. You regain 3 hit points.
Excellent. Brilla, you want to do the magic hand thing?
Are we near each other?
I don't think
Are
so.
you not out here?
Yeah, are you guys going to do anything else in the Rakghoul room?
I guess I sling Yorkel over my shoulder and walk out with him.
Also, side note, I'm picturing Yorkel during this as being like wearing a little like Speedo.
Of course you
I
are.
don't think he's wearing very much after he was in that tank. A
Yeah,
little
yeah, I suppose that is true.
space diaper.
Bonk. Go to horny jail. Bonk.
Well, the bad news is Yorkel is here, but the good news is that he's unconscious.
Also, Gelflicht is dead.
Yeah, he is
We
very
killed him.
dead. We found his body though. So you're not sister.
Yes.
I thought she was the one who took him away.
Gelflicht?
Yeah, from the scene of that battle, wasn't she? Or am I wrong?
That's true.
That is true.
So did she bring him here?
That's a very interesting question.
Or did they bring him here because, like, I imagine she also maybe gave him to the people who had like the bounty on him.
Remember,
Well,
there were two bounties.
Have we seen him since? I guess we haven't.
Mm-mm. There are multiple reasons why we should go back to the Mandalorian Temple.
There is a bounty on Gelflicht dead, right?
There was a bounty on him dead, and one from him alive. Him alive was from like the Mycross official security, and him
Right.
dead was from the Black Sun.
Right.
And you guys got the bounty that was the equivalent of the Black Sun.
And the Black Sun, I'm just double checking, are the ones who are working with poor Stackba for.
Yeah, if you look in the confession of Poor Dakpo.
Yeah. I'm in there.
Yeah, so Nara turned in his bounty, gave us the credits for it, and now that's where we found his body. Right?
In advanced Rakghoul testing, yes.
But he was already dead. Right?
Mm-hmm.
That's interesting.
Also, hang on, it was the Black Sun who was, or sorry, it was the Gev Syndicate who was bringing in money. And things to Port Stackba. Am I interpreting that correctly?
Yeah, which part are you looking at?
They began reestablishing the Intergalactic Scientific Exploration Corps. The Gev Syndicate has been bringing in money through their trade of spices. We worked with Redacted to provide imports of machinery, vehicles, and weapons. Circuit Corp provided the scientists and droids to complete research. So they were working with the Gev Syndicate. Meanwhile, the Black Sun had the bounty out on him.
Yeah. And Redacted was providing machinery, vehicles, and weapons.
Well, okay.
Can you figure out at home, streamers, who Redacted is?
I thought at
Loyal
first
viewers?
CGI Mark Hamill.
At first, when he was reading that last week, I thought it was Miriam, but then I realized upon rereading it that she's mentioned and not redacted in the very same confession. So
Could be that her involvement in different places are redacted, but not elsewhere. Could be. Could also not be. I don't know.
You guys, I had this crazy revelation when we were on the computer in there. Okay. Remember when I went to the temple, the Church of the Central Isopter, and I had that crazy vision? I think we're supposed to go to the Sith temple.
Oh my god.
And I think the Sith temple is on a moon.
It's on Pors Dakba?
Well,
No, not that kind of moon. Although I did think that at first, actually. I was like, is it a play on words? But no. We have to go. We have to go find the Sith temple. And guess where we're going to find that information? On the back of the painting that we gave back to the Mandalorians.
Growth nods and says, "Let's go."
I don't think it should be too much of a request to ask to look at the back of the painting.
No.
First, I would like to access the storage.
Reasonable request.
So you guys know you explored the top left, the bottom left, and the bottom right of this facility. And
Maybe-
the top right is where Pors and the stormtroopers came from.
What's that door labeled?
It is labeled Imperial
Is that one?
Quarters.
I think we should split up.
Um,
I mean it.
Oh, you guys talk. I'm gonna use the bathroom.
We're at the pizza.
I'm
You
going to
guys talk.
grab another beverage. You guys
I'm
talk.
gonna get a drink too.
Everyone's... I'm gonna go that way. You
Back to my cat.
Jake, I'm gonna go get a drink. You talk to yourself. Oh no.
Is he talking to himself? I trust you.
I took my headphones off. I have no idea what you're saying. Goodbye. I love you.
I love you.
Oh! Let's check in on our loyal viewers, huh? How you doing? Oh, what's going on, Justice Seb? There's no way I would win in a fight against George Lucas. I'll say that right now. Great deducing, Christine. Great job. All the clues are there.
So I have a gross tale.
Please
to tell.
enlighten.
Okay, so when Luke said something about like the tank in the back of the toilet,
Mhm.
it opened up this memory
Oh,
that
no.
when I worked yes, when I worked in a hostel back like 2014 or something, one day my manager comes like storming into the lobby and I'm at the computer like, "What's up, Wyatt?" And he's like, Someone shat in the tank.
Oh my god. Jesus.
And I was like 'cause
Jesus
I felt
Christ.
so bad that he had to clean it, but also like how did that happen?
That's terrible.
How did that happen?
Oh, sounds like somebody is making some ice.
Oh. Hmm. Uh.
One sec. I'm back.
Oh, thank God.
Down. Ooh.
Nice.
What'd you make?
Me?
Yeah.
Rum and Coke.
Nice.
Well, if everybody's not back.
Well, in here, I'd be chilling. I hope he comes in here. Pizza, come on.
Bruh. I'm not gonna let you out that door. I've never let you out the door. That's a lie. He's gone out the door like twice.
Okay, well, it's highly possible we've lost Luke forever.
Oh no!
No, I'm just kidding. There was that one time that he disappeared, I think, for like the rest of the night after a bathroom break. But I believe in
When
him.
that's happened,
Yeah, it happened in one of our Star Wars games. I mean, it like, you know, I think his dad wanted to talk to him.
Sometimes when your parents want to talk to you, they gotta talk.
You got nothing's more important than family. What do I always say, Colin? What do I always say?
It's about family, and that's what makes it so special.
Exactly. Thank you.
You're lucky I was ready with that.
Yeah, I knew if I threw it to you, anything that came out would be golden.
That's right. I'm
When
really
I say
funny.
the words blue and horse, what is the first animal that comes to mind?
A horse?
Yeah.
When you say blue force, I think of a like a jackrabbit.
No, blue and horse.
Oh, I think of a blorse.
A blorse.
Okay.
You know what I think of? I think of that scary sculpture outside of the Denver airport.
Oh, with
That's
the
like a
huge penis.
blue horse. Does it have a huge
It has
penis?
a huge penis.
I've never noticed the penis because I was too distracted by the giant fucking glowing red
Actually,
eyes. And
it has a regular penis.
What,
do you
Jake?
think of when you say? What do you think of when you say blue horse?
Yeah.
Well, that's the problem is I couldn't think of anything but I think I actually do have a name for it. I'm gonna call this drink the Moscow Seahorse. It's Kettle One
Curacao.
ginger beer. I don't actually have beer curacao. I just put in it's a lime, Kettle One ginger beer, and like a splash of blueberry lemonade.
Nice.
ooh.
Oh,
You know what else
it's like a
crazy?
take on the Moscow Mule.
Yes.
Well,
love
a mule
that.
isn't really a horse. It's a bastardization of two animals. A donkey and a horse. They're terrible.
Well, yeah, but I figured like seahorse because the ocean is blue, but that
Why
may
don't you
not be
just call it
obvious.
a blue horse?
Yeah, Blue Horse is a good name for a drink. Fuck you! Don't take our feedback. Okay.
Wait, I have
Oh,
something
yes, in the back.
important to tell you.
Yes, in the back.
So, in addition to the Denver airport blue horse being terrifying because of its glowing red eyes and apparently giant penis, it's also terrifying because it fell on the artist when he was working on it, severed an artery in his leg, and he bled to death.
Whoa.
Yeah.
On top of all the other creepy art in the Denver airport.
I've been there. It's weird.
It's so creepy. I hate it.
Y'all ever seen the Michigan airport with all those like cool ass lights and like that water fountain display?
In Detroit?
I think it's the Detroit airport. Yeah.
Detroit, what? Detroit, what? Detroit, what?
I don't remember the
What?
cool lights.
The
But-
Detroit airport is fucking lit.
That's awesome.
Speaking of airports, you guys are all together in the main space,
Airport.
the main airport. It is kind of an airport. Several ships took off from here earlier.
Airport of Shadows.
You have, there's storage in a back entrance and a firing range around down there, and then over here. And then over here, there's over to your right, there's the Imperial quarters. Those are the unexplored parts of the facility so far.
I don't like the idea of going in the Imperial quarters. You guys
Yeah, like I wanna listen at the
They're
door for a second.
napping.
Well, then let's check out the storage.
Before we go to storage, can I listen at the Imperial quarters door real quick?
Yeah. Perception.
Damn, one of my options was advanced hearing for my droid.
6.
Which is not named yet.
You don't hear anything.
Okay.
Can I roll perception?
We're all just up against this door.
Wait a minute, let me see that.
one more person can roll perception.
Well, it shouldn't be me. I have a low.
I have great perception. Let me try.
And perceive, my good bitch. It was, if I recall, quote roller.
That's a crit fail. I think that it was quote.
He doesn't go up to the door, but he has super Zabrak hearing.
No.
Because of his earring.
Nobody hears anything.
Okay.
Damn.
Even Quoth.
Okay.
Even with my big ass ears, I still don't hear anything.
You
But
you
went
like
up to the door, but you didn't realize your ear was folded.
yeah.
I understand. I always understand.
I understand.
Okay. Well, we can come back to this later. Let's go check out Well, actually, no, we didn't hear it. Wait a minute. Yeah, let's fucking riot. Cracks. Can we crack the door?
No.
I know.
You cannot
Push and it opens.
You cannot crack a Star Trek door.
It's a Death Star. It's a Death Star door,
What if
right?
Yeah.
starts to
Or that
open
it really closes like this.
It's your
Well, it's not a
mouth.
Death Star door. It's the other Death Star door that.
Okay.
Like
But
the
sideways.
for luck.
Yeah, but sideways.
The sliding door.
Oh,
Yes.
So like so Qui-Gon and
When
Obi-Wan
we-
on the Trade Federation show.
When we level up, do we get all of our power points, our tech points, or force points back?
No.
And our HP?
No.
Wait, you muted both times when you just said. Damn. Okay.
Negative.
Because I couldn't tell if that was nup or yup. Okay.
Nup? What's nup?
Not much. What's up with you?
Are you saying frog protection? Or fraud protection?
Oh my god. I forgot that frog protection is actually from that.
All right. I open the door to Imperial quarters.
Are you alone?
No, I'll go with.
Am I? Okay.
You have myself.
Brother Quoth?
Obviously, my son is with me.
Sure. Let's just. Can we stash Yorkle's body somewhere real quick?
Hey, Brillig. You want to store Yarkle's body?
I just wanna
Backpack
hide
mode.
it somewhere.
Yorkle cannot go into backpack mode.
Flip walks over to one of these tables. That one. And just puts Yorkle on it.
Perfect.
Okay.
Are you all coming with?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll come with.
Yeah.
Wonderful.
Cowabunga.
All right. To
Where did I go?
your left, you see the Imperial quarters door. And then a bit past that, you see a corner that turns left.
Let's check the door first.
Open it up.
I like this man.
Yeah.
All right, you guys. Oh, not that guy.
Uh-oh.
You guys head in, and you see
You.
Soldier
You-
boy. I got a new dance for y'all called the Soldier Boy.
That was Anson Dustis doing an interpretation of a stormtrooper singing that song.
Gotcha. Well, I guess you know what, that's fine. That's fine. You guys see a single stormtrooper there, like cowering, and they turn and they see you and they drop their gun and they're like, oh, hey, no, ah, oh, no,
What is the matter?
don't kill me, don't kill me, no, I just took this job for the money.
Are there people after you?
You guys.
I guess we are pretty scary.
I say we take his weapons and let him be.
Please don't hurt me.
go and grab his
I
blaster.
have my shotgun on him, and I send somebody to pick up his blaster.
Please don't hurt me. And they start lifting their helmet, and
She's got a gun.
Get him!
Got it.
holds the helmet next to them, and it's you recognize Jade Peck, the widow of the janitor that was killed,
Oh.
that you guys also saw at the Imperial Church of the Imperial Reign.
Yeah.
You saw her signing up for stormtrooper duty.
What janitor?
This was the man that Pores helped you guys find, and then Pores killed.
Mhm. Actually, you can maybe help us.
What
Um,
What do you need?
well, we'd like to search this room. Can you stand outside the door and just make sure nobody comes in?
Uh, sure. I think you guys took them all out, though. You guys killed a lot of the other stormtroopers. Not that I'm not complaining. I'm not really a big fan of them. I just needed the money after my husband died.
Just to be sure.
Was your
Well,
husband by
that,
chance?
Do you
Mr.
have
Cohen?
access codes to access these terminals in this room?
Yeah. Yeah. Absolutely. The terminal's over at the end of. If you go through that door, and she points up here. I don't know why you guys can't see that. I don't know why.
Oh, is there more to this
But
room?
yeah, points to this door right here. Says the terminal's right outside that door. Let me find. And she looks around. She pulls. Goes up to a desk and pulls out. Little mini device. So plug this into the console, and you should be able to find all the information you need.
Thank you.
Says, I'll wait outside and make sure that they make sure that nobody comes in the room.
Cool.
And, but we'll stay with the stormtrooper.
Cool.
Oh my god, he's gonna fuck her.
She's single.
The sexual
God.
tension is palpable.
My god, he got to it first. Alright, I take out my cycle rifle, I kill Quoth. And I say, I'm Luke Skywalker, I'm here to rescue you.
Afterwards, Quoth comes back to life with the third eye and places a bullet wound.
And then she says, "Aren't I a little short for a stormtrooper?"
And I say, Quoth, I've got a third eye and I plan on putting it to use.
Quoth nods and says, I look forward to seeing it.
All right, enough sexual tension between the party.
Why didn't they get bopped?
Rampage unzips his
Bonk, bonk for the horny jail.
Bonk. You got bonked.
I uncanny dodge that. I only have to go to horny Julie. Oh god.
Oh no, you don't. Nope, nope, no, no, you no, 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 no.
On my
Far
previous
away.
statement.
Yeah, I'll have the horny jail for you for sure. All right. Okay, so you guys use the little device to get into the console, and it reveals that Sith pureblood DNA was found in a Sarlacc pit on Nar Shaddaa, which was then transferred to Terrace, where a facility was built around it.
Sarlacc pit. A Sith Sarlacc pit.
No,
Sith pure blood.
some
DNA or blood?
DNA. So years ago, a Sith fell into a Sarlacc pit, and the Sarlacc pit preserved its DNA in the same kind of like Jurassic Park.
Gotcha.
Mm.
Is Roberto on the screen, little DNA helix, telling us all this?
Yes, yes.
And
And he's got a little lightsaber.
The GameCube logo.
Yeah.
I want to say that Quoth looks suspicious in character.
Quoth's
And-
not with you.
Well, out of character, I would like to ask: is Sith pureblood a species?
It is a species. Long dead species.
Who is a Sith pureblood?
Nobody in the movies or games. Except for, like, KOTOR.
Yeah, who in KOTOR?
Well, let's consult the oracle.
Ba, 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 ba.
Images.
Yeah, just Google
Oh my
Sith
God.
pureblood.
They're red. Their beards are also their skin. Ew. Oh my God. Their
Sith
eyes are. What
pureblood.
the fuck?
NSFW.
No, it's not. Don't
Sith
do
Pure
that.
Blood Rule 34.
Sith pureblood girls naked, boobs kissing.
I
Try
don't think I
to-
know.
God.
I don't think I know a Sith pureblood.
Jesus. Oh my God. Do not look up
Whoa.
Rule 34 Sith Pure Blood.
I agree.
All right.
Interesting.
I'm gonna do it.
Okay, cool. So that wasn't that in
I believe in Porus Dakpa's confession, he mentioned that he made use of the what he found at the Sith Temple to craft the Rakghoul plague. He may have utilized the Sith pureblood DNA could be the key to creating and utilizing the cure.
what other information on the DNA does it say? Like, is it in storage? Is there a way to replicate it? Are there instructions to replicate it or something like that?
Could you do an investigation check? Or technology?
I think technology is higher. No, they're the same. But I'll roll technology for good luck. Hold on. Click. Fuck.
You find the it was transferred to Terrace, and a swoop bike facility was built around it. The Sarlacc pit itself was transferred.
That's so sick. And they race around the Sarlacc pit.
And
'Cause that's so sick.
Or wait, no, is the facility like where they make the swoop bikes, or like
where they make it, but you know, they
was it
They have a
was
track
it the
around
same one that we
Oh
blew
my
up?
God. I'm making a Star Wars racer with that as a track.
I don't think you blew up a facility.
No, yeah, you're right. We infiltrated. That's who did we save Porus Dakpa at the swoop bike?
Ekbo.
What did we do it?
That's where you found him.
That's where we found him. Okay.
That's also where we found Yorkel and Pruneface.
Good
No.
times at the swoop bike race. Yeah, that's where we met them.
There's a swoop bike race and there's a swoop bike facility.
Oh, gotcha.
All right. What other information do we find on this computer?
That's pretty much it.
Is there a Wikipedia page for episode 1?
Port of Shadows.
Port of Shadows.
Yeah.
No, but all of it is available on YouTube and Twitch. YouTube.com/
Is there a
Dumber thing.
One
Is
thing
that
that
YouTube
Wikipedia
now?
does is summarize.
Right. Well, if you're a true fan, you would watch the VODs.
If I'm a true fan, I lived it.
Then why don't you remember?
I did a lot of space dust. This isn't a spice stream.
This isn't a spice
Yeah.
stream.
Yeah, my Andrus is a little too refined.
Cool. So that's what you guys find.
All right.
Oh, you find also that there is another storage room back here.
Oh, let's check it out.
Roll, check it out.
There are no
Yeah.
doors. You see no doors from where you are.
To the storage room?
Right here? No. Do you see any doors in the map?
What are you talking about? We discover there's a storage room, but there are no doors.
In the console. In the computer, you see that there is.
Gotcha.
It's wait. I don't understand.
You find out that there's a storage room located to the north of the Imperial quarters, but you don't see an entrance where you are.
I'm gonna go out the door.
Okay.
Go poke
So
my
it
head
looks
up.
like a wall. It's not a hallway.
Yeah.
I'm gonna poke my head out the door. Hopefully, I'm not interrupting anything. And I'm gonna see if Jan knows anything about how to get in there. Jade.
Jade.
Not Jan.
Not Jan. There are no Jans in Star Wars.
I feel like that.
That's not true. That is explicitly not true. You fool! Jan is Kyle Katarn's best buddy. So,
See.
The
Legend.
river was deep, but I swam it.
Jan.
But I swam.
What's up?
Didn't say anything.
What's up?
Oh.
Woohoo!
Girl, what's up, girl?
What's
Oh
up?
yeah.
She goes, what's up?
I'm
I pushed past Brill like she's talking to me.
She and Quoth like look at each other awkwardly.
Okay. Well, there's apparently a storage room just to the north of these quarters. Are you aware of that?
Doesn't exactly ring a bell. They I know they keep some of those real rough, nasty creatures up north, at the north end of the facility. That big Rancor thing you guys fought. That's where that came from.
Yeah. Yeah.
So I'm pretty sure that was the only one. A lot of them kept dying or trying to kill Pores. So, but I think that's where you'd want to go.
Okay. Is there anything else in this room we want to look at?
No,
Anything else that-
you mostly find it to just be, Imperial communications and a bunch of babbling of Imperial codes, like how rules to follow and all that jazz. You see Admiral Enner's name pop up a few times.
Ask him
Enner.
if he got a purple heart.
What?
Admiral Enner? Didn't he get a purple heart?
No, that you're thinking of the guy that you
after we were
shot.
done with him.
I didn't see him.
No, that was Lieutenant Herrick. I just found his handout the other day. Deep deep in here.
Okay.
This guy. This was the guy you shot.
Oh yeah.
He looks like my grandpa.
This is not who's mentioned.
And I'll shoot him
Look at
again.
that nice sheepskin jacket thingy he's wearing. Okay. Do you guys want to check out the storage room that we didn't see
I should
in the
wait.
door to and see if we can tap on the bricks in a certain pattern
Let's do
and
it.
open it?
Cool. So you guys head to the entrance that the Rakghoul Rancor came out of, and you see, there's a couple bones picked clean in there. There's a couple severed limbs of other Rakghoul Rancors, and you see a data pad on the wall that you can see clearly. It's not locked or anything, but it just says that it lists a number of experiments, and they're all there's a bunch of X's. They seem to have mostly failed with him. And you see an entrance to your left and your right. The left is labeled gym and showers, and the right is is labeled kitchen.
Well, let's go to the left.
We're going to
Let's
the
just see.
gym.
You guys walk in there and it's a gym. Oh, she's not with you. You see, a couple motivational digital posters.
What do they say?
There's a now Tolan with who's super buff and ripped, which is that's the tentacle guy. That's Kit Fisto.
Yeah.
And then there's a poster with Jabba's little devil pet hanging on a branch saying "Hang in there."
Yeah, absolutely.
Salacious. Crumb.
Salacious. Is his middle name B?
Mm-hmm.
It's his middle name.
Salacious.
We don't know what it stands for.
Bartholomew assumed.
I think it's bread.
Boba. Maybe it's Boba.
Da 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 da. Next time on Port of Shadows.
Then you see another door labeled showers.
Next time on Port of Showers.
You peek through the door and you see it's just it's just showers.
This is okay. Great.
And that's the end of that room.
We're exploring everything, you know?
Yeah, no, it's in the map, but I didn't have anything to do for it, so that's what it is. What it
Be
is.
more refined Andrus.
Check out the
It's
kitchen.
world building.
Do an inspection or investigation. I mean,
Do an inspection.
Conduct an inspection.
Everything seems to be in order.
20.
You find some Solona, which is the active ingredient in Death Sticks, a hallucinogen that causes an ecstatic feeling that improves strength. But essentially, you get to add a D12 to any ability check, attack roll, or saving throw using strength for 1 minute. And there might be some other consequences after that.
Rampage is gonna be
Jesus Christ, everyone here was getting high all the time.
Yeah.
Space Jesus Christ.
For the paddles, this game has everything.
Let's go in the kitchen.
I found weed in plague storage. I found fucking cigarettes in the gym. What is Death Stick supposed to be? Is that supposed to be cocaine or cigarettes?
Cigarettes, but I think in this it's, I don't know. I guess cigarettes.
Yeah. You wanna buy some Solona? I don't want to sell you any Solona.
You guys see, there's a kitchen. There's some salacious beet crumbs hanging, roasted, and you see an open door at the other end, and some storage crates, and then a more locked up crate that seems pretty intense.
Let's check out that intense locked up crate.
Is it a technological lock or
Yes,
analog?
but you could break it, or you could try and hack it. If you can hack it.
I'm gonna hack it. 17.
That's a hack.
Woo!
You pop it open to find a cloak chassis. So essentially, this is a cloak that you can wear and you can modify with various modifications, such as what you also find in there: survivalist clandestine stitching, which gives you 2 hidden pockets and proficiency in survival. Where is this? Hold on.
That'd be great for your drugs.
Want to buy some Solona from a B1?
This could be your little side hustle.
Exactly.
You get 2 hidden pockets, which are you can hide things in them very easily, and it takes a DC 15 investigation check to find. And there's also the stealthy stitching, which you can do in place of that, which gives you proficiency in the stealth skill.
Is that another item, stealthy stitching?
Yes, so that you have cloak chassis, something you put modifications in, and then 2 modifications. You can only put one in at a time. So one is proficiency in survival, the other is proficiency in stealth.
Okay. Cool. I put those in my pack. I don't know if... Can I put... Because I think I have combat suit on. Can I wear the combat suit and the cloak, or just one or the other?
That's a good question. Let me look at the combat suit.
Actually, I think the combat suit is integrated into my body.
Oh.
Really?
Because that was one of my starting armors, and I think as a droid, I can choose to have armor integrated into my body. And I think I did that when I think I had, because I think a person has to, I have to find someone who can put that on my body, like a technician or a droid technician, and I think I did that when Miriam upgraded me to quiet or to rampage.
Could have been Ekbo.
Spoilers.
Just saying, I don't know.
So wait, Miriam built.
Miriam and Ekbo built me. Yeah.
So this is your mom.
Yeah.
How do you
Mom
feel
killed
Your
Dad.
mom was walking around in your dad's skin.
Oh God.
I guess that Yorkle was kind of not really wrong about people being zipped up into.
50% right every time. You just had the wrong person.
Oh my God, Yorkle.
What'd I tell you? I told you 50% of the time. He's right every time. Cool. So that's what you guys find in the box. And I'm assuming you guys head back. Yorkle's body is still there.
So that was storage, or was that just still the Imperial quarters room?
That was the storage. That was the Imperial quarters storage room. There's still the other one and the back entrance that Anson wanted to go check out.
Yeah, I want to see that too. There might be some hidden information about the vaccines and cures and stuff.
Cool.
I don't know if I did, but I think I communicated to the team what I found out about Kesanar and a second ISAC facility that has information, that might have information about how to use the vaccine and the inoculation.
Wait, Kesanar, that sounds familiar. What's that?
The droids in Plague... Oh, sorry.
Isn't that the moon?
Yes, the Kessler is the moon of this planet.
What did I say?
The droids communicated to me that they have a facility on Kessler, although they were unsuccessfully they were not able to provide the exact coordinates of the facility.
Well, it's a good thing that the map is at the Mandalorian Temple on the back of that painting we gave them.
Excellent. Let's go check out storage and then head to the temple.
To storage.
To storage!
Well, so you guys head through the room. And you get to the end of the hallway. And Jump Trooper sees you. He's a little confused. And
Weapons. We're here to inspect weapons. Weapons.
I'm kidding. I don't say that.
Who are you? What are you doing here?
Isn't this the bathroom?
No.
What's
You don't need to see our
what's in there?
identification.
Oh my god.
Oh Jesus.
Roll initiative. Says Riot.
Let's see some ID.
Initiative.
I'm calling in backup.
Oh, dude! While he's calling it back up, I totally fucking shoot him.
Wait. I'm gonna use this thing that I never get to use.
Oh, if lightning, here
Huh?
it comes.
Oh.
Knowing Brillig, she holds their throat, she force chokes them, and shoots Sith lightning down their throat.
That's classic
Did I
Brillig.
click on it? Oh no, I didn't click on it. How come? Ah! I'm having trackpad issues, you guys. Okay. I'm not a professional computer user, so I don't have fancy things like a mouse. Okay. I'm gonna just start crying, and I'm gonna say, please, please. I just came in here because I needed a bathroom, and this guy was trying to show me that he's just the IT guy checking weapons, and he doesn't know.
This
I
is
don't know
sick.
where I am. There are
is
body
sick.
parts everywhere. And until the end of my turn, allies gain advantage on attack rolls against enemies within 10 feet of us.
Hell yeah!
Okay, cool. He's like,
Stormtrooper is fucked.
you're Jesus, I've never seen such a pathetic creature.
I'm gonna pee myself. You need
Oh,
to
please.
go to the bathroom.
Please don't do that. Oh my god.
Where is it?
I look at my little droid and I say, man, what are you gonna do? Happens all the time. The droid goes beep beep.
When you gotta go, you gotta go.
These people still haven't told me where it is.
Anson Dustus, what is your dexterity modifier?
Funny you ask. My dexterity modifier is 2.
Okay.
I
Perfect.
can't find our tokens anymore. I zoomed out. What? Where did they go?
Okay, what is he at? He's Alright. Hold on. I have a small bladder. Wow.
See? Same.
Not me. I have the bladder of a man.
I have a bladder the size of a walnut.
I have a bladder.
I have a bladder.
I haven't checked.
If you guys were to broil chicken that has been uneaten, fast food chicken nuggets that you ordered and didn't eat, and you were to broil them, how long would you cook them for? Asking for a friend.
Anytime I turn on the broiler, I always just like watch and I check on it like every minute.
Yeah, I'd say like 8 to 10 minutes. They're already cooked, but it'd be nice to heat them up.
I might like bake it and then
You have done
for the
it.
last 2 minutes I'd broil it so
15.
it's crispy.
You've disappointed me.
Why?
Maybe do like
Okay,
12 minutes
you
and
have
flip
done it
them
before.
halfway through because the heating element on top or wherever the heating element is.
For what?
Halfway through the 12.
Chicken?
Chicken nuggets.
Chicken
he's saying.
nuggets?
I would make
'Cause
sure to
here's the
flip. them.
thing.
I'm
Also,
wondering
the
how long to
broiler-
put my chicken in the broiler. These chicken nuggets I didn't eat.
Broil them for half the time and then switch it over to the toasting or whichever one is the bottom.
Wait, do you have a
Broil is
full oven broiler or like a toaster oven? What's the situation?
He has both.
Okay.
But the
Oh,
big oven takes too long.
Here's my concern about the broiler immediately is that broilers are like the highest heat your oven can do. So it'll heat really, really quickly on the outside and get like crispy, but it might not
they're
heat
cooked.
all the way to the
They're cooked.
inside.
Broiling in the toaster oven is
Oh,
different
yeah,
though.
but it might be
Yeah, that's
cold.
what I'm saying. Like flip them. Flip them.
Oh, I don't know anything about the toaster oven.
All right, this is already much more fun. Than I
Cool. Okay. So, cool. Quoth, you react first to the jump trooper going to calls for backup, and you react first. What do you do?
Okay, so I'm 50 feet away. So I'll go my full distance, and then I'll use the what form is it? I know what it does, but I can never remember what they're called. The fourth form, Ataru, as a bonus action.
Oh, we got a Yoda here.
Is that what Yoda uses?
Yeah, and I think Dooku.
Not as a bonus action, as part of an attack. So I will leap forward 15 feet. I hit him without my proficiency bonus because I'm doing it as an attack. That's a 12 to hit.
Does not hit.
Alright. And then I attack him 2 more times. One as an attack and one as an offhand attack, both with my proficiency. What the hell? Alright, well,
22 hits.
that is for 5 points of damage.
Nice. You sprint up at him, and he's like, "Oh my god! Oh my god!" And he defends against two of them, and then you come up with the sword, and you hit him in the gut with the sword hilt. And that's going to be your turn. And then it's going to be the Flame Trooper's turn. Going 5, 10. And then action to 15, 20. And he's going to, he's going to see. He can go over here. Mm-hmm. And, let's see, 30-foot cone. He's going to fire his flamethrower down the hallway at you guys. And could I have Brillig, Rampage, Onsen, dexterity saving throw?
Any chance of my droid doing pulling a Baby Yoda and sending it back?
No.
14?
Would it help if I said he's explicitly force insensitive?
Dexterity saving throw, you say?
Yes. Brillig, you take 8 damage, and Rampage and Onsen, you take 4.
Fucking nice. Fucking sicko mode.
Is the droid right next to you, Onsen?
Yeah.
He should occupy his own space.
Okay. So long, buddy. Nope, that's me.
Oh man, where is he? Where? Oh, there he is.
Is he on me?
He's right next to you, but he's not your companion yet, so he's not really gonna help you out with this battle.
Yeah, I would just like to keep him out of harm's way.
That's fair.
Can I retcon that I sent him away?
Yeah, wouldn't you send him away?
Like out of harm's way.
Oh yeah. You see the flame
The battle.
coming, and you push him out of the way, so that's why you still take some of the damage. And that's gonna be his turn. Perfect. And then it's gonna be Onsen's turn. Speak of the devil.
He shall appear. I'm gonna take. I'm gonna take aim at this flame trooper, which is the one closest to me.
Mm-hmm.
What's the jump trooper picture?
Oh, that's the jump trooper from Battlefront, I'm pretty sure.
I can only see the token. Obviously, I'm gonna use my shotgun.
Does not hit.
I need to talk to somebody about upgrading my shotgun, being my primary weapon.
Also, especially you're firing behind Rampage, so that gives you disadvantage. So, I mean, if you want to just move right here, you can do that.
Yeah, that is what I want to do. I moved. Fuck it, I'll move right there.
Cool.
Was that
Yeah, no, you're good then.
that hits?
No.
Or that's after.
Yeah, it doesn't. It didn't change anything, but just letting you know for future reference.
Oh, well then I'm actually gonna move. Wait, actually, I'm gonna move. I'm gonna. Just that's where I am.
Okay, cool.
And
And then it's going to be the jump trooper's turn.
I think it's actually my turn.
Oh, right. You added yours.
I did. I added it late. I was having a tantrum.
That's okay. What do you do?
you know what? Excuses are like
Okay.
onions.
I am going to cast Malicia.
Ooh.
Malassia? I don't know. At the flame trooper who wronged me. And this causes them to be overcome with dizziness. He feels very nauseated, and he has to make a wisdom saving throw or fall prone.
What's that against?
A wisdom saving throw?
Yeah, against what?
Oh, 14.
Yeah, he fails. He falls prone.
Okay, great. And so at the end of each of his turns, and each time he takes damage, he can make a wisdom saving throw.
Okay.
So you know.
Cool. But he's also going to have to use some of his movement to get back up, and all attacks against him are advantage.
Woo! He is down on the ground.
Also, Count Dooku used Form 2.
What was form 2?
Isalamir, which was also used by Vader and Asajj Ventress, obviously.
Are these tidbits from the...
Grievous and Qui-Gon. Qui-Gon used it. That's interesting. I mean, I guess it makes sense, but I don't think they look like they... Anyways.
I taught Dooku, who taught Asajj.
Right.
Also, these all have nothing to do with the movie.
The creature has disadvantage on attack rolls, and anybody within 5 feet of him has advantage to attack him. Great. Anything else, Brillick?
No, I'm going to stay right here.
Cool. Then
My fur is, like, still smoking. It's, like, still a little singed.
Cool. And then the jump trooper here is going to use his action to disengage, and then bonus action to fly up in the air about, we'll say, 15 feet. And then he's going to...
How high are these hallways?
High as the main facility is. High hallways.
As the battle needs them to be.
Oh, the whole facility, it's a
No, I mean,
place.
like,
I'm not bullshitting. I ain't bullshitting.
Those are some nice high-ceilinged hallways.
function over form, in my opinion.
And actually, he's going to use that to... So that's 15 feet in the air, and then 5, 10, 15 feet more. And he's going to fire right there. He's going to fire his wrist missile.
Bristol.
Nice. And could Onsen and Rampage make a dexterity saving throw?
Don't mind if I do.
Nice. You guys both make it, so you end up taking 2 damage.
More of attrition.
Beautiful. I'm just now realizing I probably should have gone because I have 9 initiative and they have 8.
Oh my god. You're so right. I'll
But
put
it's
you right there. It's your turn.
Beautiful.
He should get advantage. We all have advantage.
What? Why would you all have advantage?
Because of Brillig's beg, steal, and cry.
Yeah.
Why wouldn't we want
Oh, that's right. We do get advantage on attacks.
On enemies within 15 feet?
15 feet. Da-da-da-da.
Okay.
So Onsen against him, but I think Brillig might need to be closer. Oh, 10 feet of Brillig.
Also, I think it is over because I'm using concentration for.
Oh, Malice is a concentration spell?
Yeah.
Damn.
Well, you've done nothing for me then.
How's that shotgun working for you, huh?
It's good. It's my primary weapon.
Yeah? Hitting a lot?
Yeah, it's part of the character.
Rampage, you are up. Remember, he is 15 feet in the air.
This guy that I'm pointing at now?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Well, if he's straight up, it should still be about 30 feet. I assess the situation on this guy. I have advantage on the next attack roll I make against the target before the end of my next turn.
the next
Okay.
2 attack?
What? Yes. But doesn't that say? Does that mean 2 turns or 2 attacks in 1 turn?
I think it means that however many turns it takes you to make 2 attacks.
Okay. All right. Yeah, so I give myself advantage on my next 2 attacks.
Wait, I just see you have advantage on the next attack roll.
At higher levels. We're
Oh,
level
additional attacks. Okay, I see. Okay, I didn't know you were casting it at a higher level.
6.
Or that's just a cantrip?
Yeah.
Okay, gotcha.
Yeah, it's an at will because I don't have any tech powers. So actually, I'm not. My
The
character's not
powers
going to move.
Is my
So I thought I
weapon.
was going to attack, but then I looked that I have that power, so I'm going to stay behind Onsen and use them as cover. I mean, I'm going to be at his back and support him.
Hey,
I'm not sure.
I would take 1,000 bullets for Riot.
Oh.
But I think it only lasts until the end of your next turn.
Well, Jake was saying however long it takes me to make 2 attacks.
I would...
His
yeah,
power
it does
benefits
say-
additional attacks.
What does Jake know? Jake's a fraud. He doesn't know anything. Fuck Jake.
Hey. That's my
Well,
dungeon daddy.
the thing is though, if that's how it works, if it's really only concentration up to 1 round, in that case it's bullshit. Because if it only lasts for 1 round,
Mm-hmm.
so you're using the spell now to get advantage next turn only. That means then next turn you're rolling 2 dice with the potential to hit somebody once. Whereas otherwise you can attack this turn and then attack next turn and still roll 2 dice, but with the potential to hit twice.
Hey, you know what they say? You hit dice twice, you feel real nice.
Yeah, I like Jake's reasoning there. That makes sense to me.
Let me throw this at you.
Round
Because
of
like,
turn.
why would they give the power to everybody, like multiple people? Because engineers don't get the extra attack feature, so it's like, why would they give that to engineers if they couldn't take advantage of that? And like, why would they put at higher levels? You know?
Let me throw this at you.
This spell exists in D&D, and it's called True Strike, and everybody hates it for that like exact reason.
Let me throw this at you. I will make it a bonus action,
Oh.
and but it will only affect at the lower level. It only affects the attack on that action on that round, and at a higher level, it affects the next one as well.
So I can take an attack as a bonus action this turn, and I'll have advantage on my next attack as well.
Yes, because you're doing it at a higher level. Jake, you're making a face. What's up?
If you're making that spell a bonus action, I recommend not having it function at higher levels because that's like a huge buff. It makes the spell actually useful instead of useless.
Well, that's what I'm trying to do is make it useful, but I guess
if it's a bonus action and it confers like later turns because it's automatically on higher level because we're level 6 right now.
Mm-hmm.
If it's automatically, then it's a little like.
I guess because it is also a cantrip or an at will, so then you could just use that every single time.
Yeah, if you were to change it, I would make it a bonus action, but only for one round and one attack.
So you think I should just do like use as an action, like, because consider it, it's like assess the situation. Like I'm spending this kind of time to like look at him, analyze his weaknesses, and I don't really have time to like make a full attack in 6 seconds.
Okay. What about
comparable to like a rogue's cunning action, which they get at level 2 in D&D, and they can use that as a bonus action to give themselves advantage. I think that makes sense as a cantrip, like to do that.
But wait, rogues have something that does that?
Yeah, it's something that's newer. It came out in the most recent player source book.
But what doesn't make that OP? That it doesn't work at higher levels?
The higher levels makes it OP. If you take that away, I think it works perfect.
But then wouldn't he be able to just use this every turn?
Yeah, but it's giving up a resource, which is a bonus action.
Oh, gotcha.
I don't know how many bonus actions he has access to as a class, so depending on how few he has, it makes it a little more powerful. But I haven't read through his class.
I think for now, I mean, my initial understanding of this was that this is the first action, and then next turn he'll get advantage, and with higher levels, it's next turn and the turn after.
I think that's fine also.
Okay, cool. So we'll go with that. You use this, and now you have advantage on the next 2 attack rolls against that person. But are just the next 2 rounds. You have 2 turns to make 2 attack rolls. You'll get advantage on both of them.
Cool.
But if you make 1 in those 2, you only get 1. Cool.
So like next turn I have to attack twice because I can't do that.
No. Sorry. You get 2 turns. Next round.
Changing the duration.
Yeah, the duration is now 2 rounds.
Okay.
After you do it, yeah.
Okay. Okie dokie. I look at that, and it's this guy. Okay.
Beautiful. You assess him.
I'm a little drunk, and that guy is assessed as fuck.
Assess.
You.
My Moscow seahorse is very effective.
You saw me standing alone.
And then it is the Feline Warrior's turn. 5, 10, 15, 20. Going to move here.
Oh, hello.
Fuck that Feline warrior. Me and my homies hate Feline warriors.
All my homies hate.
All my homies are Feline warriors.
My
My drink is finished.
Another.
Oh boy.
I'm getting drunk vibes.
Brillig, would you make a wisdom saving throw as this feline warrior sees you and sneezes at you, releasing all of his pheromones?
Ah.
Oh no.
Okay. But
Sir, that's illegal.
also... No, I guess
I
that's
have a
illegal.
question about can someone tell me how to spell feline?
Falleen. You're good.
Feline Rule 34.
They
this
are
one's fucking.
Prince Zizor of Shadows of the Empire and the crew recruited by Maul in Clone Wars.
I don't remember. General Scales.
Lee Doom Su Tavuk.
Lim Su Tavuk.
General Scales.
Scales.
What up, pizza? Woo!
Pizza, roll advantage for us.
Damn. Quoth, you are up.
Hell yeah.
This guy's 15 feet in the air. This guy's over here. Shooting out flames. What are you going to do?
Man. Should I get the guy that's in the air or the guy that's shooting flames?
What you think is right? Whoever you stand by, I can do a sneak attack.
I guess I'll do the guy with flames. So I'll stroll up to him, and I will attack once, attack twice, and then bonus action, I will forfeit my proficiency to attack 2 more times.
I was hoping he would say 3 times so I could say a lady.
One.
Right, and that is
3 times a fading.
Are you done?
yeah.
Are you done?
Which one's it?
You hit him 4 times.
Nice.
A lady.
Twice.
Wait, okay. Now I need to double check that I've got.
Alright, so I just roll up to him and slice him for 27.
Yeah.
27.
Damn.
You see the guy fly over you, you shrug, and you run up to the flame trooper from behind him, and you, remembering, I'm pretty sure you did this the last time as well. You slice his arms twice, and then you bring up and you slice the lines to his flamethrower in the precise way that makes it implode on him and blows him up.
Ah! So much death.
Yeah.
How much senseless violence. Quoth, what are your weapons?
Vibro short swords.
What are those? What are vibro short swords?
They're swords. They're just look like real swords, but with like electronic lines on them.
They're lightsabers for normal people.
Dude has vibro sword Mandalorian. Don't mind if I do.
Yeah, the Mandalorian has a little vibro dagger. He and Paz Vizsla like hold them at each other's throat, and it's what he uses to kill the Mudhorn.
The Reek. The Battlefront have swords.
Maybe the assassin droid.
Yeah, he has one on a. You can use. It looks sweet, actually.
There you go. That's what he has.
Is that what? That's what you have? That's solid.
Yeah. And then I guess it's not the Flame Trooper's turn. It's then instead Anson's turn.
Okay. Good old Anson Dustus. What can you do for me? He's there. Question mark? He's in the air.
Yeah, he's 15 feet in the air.
Okay, well then I'll just go by my good buddy Quoth. I won't have disadvantage because he's in the air, right?
No.
Okay. Then I am going to use my shotgun as it is integral to his. And I missed. Right?
You hit
No, I hit.
24.
And for how many damage? 8.
Boom. You knock at him. You take out some of his armor. Okay.
There's no way to get a sneak attack on him, right?
No, I don't think so. Do you still have sneak attack with your new background?
No, I lost all my sneak attack shots when I switched.
Oh, but you still have that as just an operative. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Gotcha.
But does not everyone have that? That's because I'm an operative?
Yeah.
Oh. You all should be. You're all. Especially Rampage. Especially Quoth and Brillig.
But especially Rampage. Speaking of Rampage, it's Brillig's turn.
Woo! Okay. So first I'm gonna go over here because so that I can get this guy more like in the hallway with us. And then I'm gonna cast, yeah, I can still see him. Okay, cool. Then I'm gonna cast Project on him. Once, hang on.
You would have disadvantage to. Well, oh, you don't have to. Yeah, you can see him enough with magic missile.
Yeah.
You could hit him.
Yep. And it's always 1d4 plus 1, so I'm gonna roll it manually, and we can just do the math manually. But there are 3,
Man.
so I have once. That's a 3.
Hey, I'm Manuel Lee.
Twice.
I'm here to fix your
3,
That's 2 damage.
2, 5.
3 times a lady.
8.
That's 4 damage. So it's 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9
9.
damage to that man.
Yeah, you're right.
Twice. 3 times maybe.
Yep. Cool. You throw some force pushes essentially over and he
Bet that hurt a little bit.
a little bit. And then next up is gonna be is anything else? You good?
I think that's all I can do.
Cool. And actually, since he's gone, I'll give him a little time. Get back. Jump Trooper is going to
Jump for my love.
I get up!
he's going to fire another wrist launch missile. Actually, right down at Quoth this time. And that's a 20 to hit.
That hits.
Yep. Cool. And you do a DC. You and Anson do a DC dexterity saving throw. Sorry, dexterity saving throw.
Ah! What?
You both take 4 damage.
We are coming towards roll Anston.
All right.
He's just rolling terribly. And then he's going to use his jetpack and fly a little over here so we can get a little distance here. And then it's going to be Rampage's turn, who let me know that he was going to shoot with the infused blaster carbine. And he hits.
That hits.
Woo!
And actually, I'm gonna assume he was aiming for the jump trooper coming at him.
No, he was aiming at me.
No, he was aiming at me.
I'm part of it.
And so he hits him for 8 energy damage. Really pissing this guy off right now. And then it's going to be the Feline Warrior. Who is going to come a little closer. And he's going to attack Brillig and Rampage. Each once. Brillig, then Rampage. Brillig, what's your AC? And Rampage, what's your AC?
Well, hold on.
My AC?
I'm so
Um,
sorry. I lost my
awesome.
character sheet because Pizza clicked on one of my bookmark tabs, so I had to reload.
Luke, you did 8 damage to the Jump Trooper, and then you've taken 5 damage from the Feline Warrior, hitting you with his
Ow.
Vibro Staff.
On a scale of 1 to 46, I'm at 7. Oh, that's right. I'm out of drink.
Okay. I currently, because I am using Force Shield, my armor class is 17.
He still hits.
God damn it!
I rolled pretty high.
Nice.
Force shield and force shield are two different things, and
9 damage.
I thought.
Ah. I think that I might be down. Hang on. Yep, I'm down.
No!
Oh no.
I'm just laying on the ground.
Quoth, what say you?
I say I find myself a little irritated that my bunny friend has been knocked down.
Yes,
So this
sure.
guy's 15 feet in the air, right?
The Jump Trooper's 15 feet in the air, and then the Feline Warrior is over by them fighting hand to hand.
Right. 10, 15, 20, 25.
Is that a snail?
Yeah.
What's that for?
Oh, you're down.
It's cute.
Snail?
Right, well, Quoth is going to move
Hold on,
next
I
to
have to
this
check my
pool.
phone.
He will use the form Drio of Pod in conjunction with an attack without proficiency to increase his crit range by 1. So that's 2. And this once, and then 2 more times with proficiency.
Okay. So you hit him. You only hit him the last time.
Alright. For 9 points of damage.
Nice.
Alright, that's Quoth's turn.
He's taking a lot of 9 damage. Great. Anson, you're up. Got a Jump Trooper up in the sky, looking rough, and you got a Feline Warrior taking on your buddies. Looking okay.
God, I forgot there was a flame warrior. I'm gonna. I would have disadvantage if I attack the flame warrior. Is that correct? Because he's surrounded.
If you could, you would have to get through your friends, which would like take 10 feet of movement or additionally to get through. So I don't think you could make it. And firing through them would give you disadvantage, and if you roll a 1, you'd hit
Okay.
them.
Gotcha. So that's fine. That's fine. I'm just gonna shoot the guy in the air.
Okay.
And away,
You hit him.
away we go.
Nice.
I'll take that.
Oh, jeez, you knock him back big time. You see some blood coming out from under his helmet, and like from some of his armor. It's looking rough. And then it's gonna be Brillig's turn.
I think
Brilliant.
I just have to
Saving
make
throw.
sure I'm not dead. It's 20, right? It's 20.
Mhm. That's 2. That's 2 fails.
Ugh, that's rough. Y'all, don't let me die.
Don't let me die.
And then it's gonna be the Jump Trooper's turn.
Wait.
Oh, sorry, Rampage. Your turn.
Your boy is gonna fucking shoot a bitch. Yeah.
Fucking,
Who are you shooting?
The guy I have advantage on.
Oh, nice.
7.
You kill him. Boom! He crashes into the side of this very tall hallway.
Boom.
Nicely done. So it is not his turn. However, it is the Feline Warrior's turn, who, seeing this newfound threat in Quoth, is going to attack Quoth twice with his Vibro Staff.
Oh.
Quoth, what is your AC?
My AC is clicking on my token.
Nice. Use Animal Crossing.
Nice, dude. Hell yeah.
Yeah.
17.
He hits you once for 3 damage.
Oof.
Jesus, this Vibro Staff fucking sucks.
Don't let me down.
And then it is Quoth's turn.
All right.
Quoth, your
well,
teammate is very close to death.
I literally could die on my next roll.
Let's see. No, I got like 3 attacks. Anson can stabilize you.
I'm
Hansen gonna stabilize
super
her. He's gonna
busy.
eat
I have a
me.
lot of stuff coming up. I would be super down to do it eventually.
I also
can't
do have a
now,
back to tank, so I can do it on my turn.
You just
Your turn.
you just missed your turn.
My turn.
Yeah.
My
but,
turn
like,
before your turn, and I could die on this turn.
Okay,
Sure.
Anson, do I heal her
I'm a
or do
gambling
you
man.
heal her? Anson,
I'm sorry. Say that again.
should I heal her right now on my turn, or would you like to on your turn?
I won't get. I don't. Oh, I'm after you. I just
Yes.
went. Oh, I see.
There are a lot of people that have died.
Heal her. I have a plan.
He has a plan here.
I guess that means I heal her right then, right? Because my plan was to hit him a lot.
Yeah, heal her.
Alrighty. So I'll make a medicine
This
check
is
then.
personal.
Alright.
She's stabilized.
Woo! Thank you.
You're welcome.
Whew. And then anything else? You could try and flank him if you care. If you even care.
Yes. I guess. End turn.
Quite a gem. I wonder if he cares about anything.
Anson, I care about you and I care about your turn. Because that's what it is right now.
I move here. And oh shit. Fuck me.
How'd you move all the way there? Where'd you start?
I started next to this guy.
You were here, I think. So yeah, you can make it here.
Just jump over.
Actually, fuck me. I'm in a really bad spot. Wait. Sorry. Can I weigh my options? My finger's not off the mouse.
Okay, as long as the finger's not off the mouse.
Damn. I literally can't shoot him without having disadvantage.
Is that part of your plan?
Well, wait. Can I still shoot him with this? Even if I have disadvantage, can I still attack?
Sneak attack would balance it out.
Fuck it. I'll do that then.
Because sneak attack gives you advantage. But you have disadvantage because you're within 5 feet. So it balances.
But even if I were here, I'd have to shoot over. Right.
Yeah. And if you get you'd have disadvantage, and it would give you a 1. If you get a 1, you would hit them.
Then fuck it. This is why I keep it around.
You wouldn't have hit him, but your friends are next to him, and they give you he's looking at them. You know, he's whatever. You're sneaking around. You hide behind Brillig's unconscious body, and you go up and you stab him with that hidden blade. Roll that damage, baby. 2. You hit him in the shin.
Plus the 3, I get a 3d6.
What is that for?
Sneak attack.
Oh, nice. Woo! So that's
Damn.
Nice. You stab him in the shin, and it's like not much, but then you twist it, and you're ah! Brillig, roll a d20. If you get a 20, you're back up.
Wouldn't that be cute?
That's a 20. Oh no, you missed a 0. Damn.
So close. We just need that 0.
Oh, so close.
Rampage.
You got it.
But see, aren't you glad you all stabilized?
Yeah, otherwise you'd be dead.
That'd be my first ever D&D character to die.
I apply a back to tank to Brillig.
Great.
I just kind of bonk her on the head with it. Nah, I use it on her. However you use back to tanks.
You bonk him on the head.
That's your hit die plus Constitution modifier. Minimum of 1.
Mine?
Yeah.
Or hit?
Yours.
You roll
Okay.
it.
That's.
I am drinking it.
I'm drinking something.
I need to get my second drink.
Plus 3.
Propose a break.
Okay, so that's 9.
I'll be back.
Very
Nice. You heal for 9 damage. 9
Yay.
9 anti-damage.
Oh wait, my Constitution modifier isn't 3. That's a lie. That's a lie.
You lied to your Star Wars master?
My Constitution modifier is actually 0, so I get 6 back.
No, you get minimum of 1, so you get 7.
Yay!
Great.
Thank you, Riot Rampage.
Fleeing Warrior is getting a little nervous here. So he's going to disengage and run to the door but not be able to open it.
Oh shit.
Not just because of his movement. He doesn't have enough movement to reach the door. To open the door. It takes 5 feet of movement to open the door.
Gotcha.
Or the equivalent time. And then it's gonna be Quoth's turn.
Alright.
He goes, oh shit, oh shit, oh shit, oh shit, oh shit, oh shit, and runs away.
Yeah, I run after him. Blade strong. smiling wildly. And I'm going to do what I've been doing, taking the form and attacking twice more. Hey.
Damn, those crits hit. So that's 11, 26.
Mm-hmm. What's the ammo?
Wow.
You run up after him, and you take your sword and you stab him through and pin him to the door. And he goes and dies. Congratulations.
Hell yeah.
Congratulations. And we'll end in just a little bit. I want to first get you guys to the storage room and close out this facility. So you guys you guys revel in your new victory, and head over to that.
Fight took like 8 hours.
Let's hope it didn't. And you guys head back to the storage. Whop. Where you see there's a there's a lift, an elevator, a smaller elevator. This one's just 20 feet. It's a 20 square feet. And you find in it a well, you have to. There's also a box there. There's also a crate there. Another one of those crates. If you'd like to try and open that.
Right, Rampage, you've got those skills.
Technology.
Woo!
Boom! You open it up. You guys find binders, like handcuff binders. A Zerka Core access card that will get you anywhere in this facility.
Oh, great!
In the last room of this facility.
This is the last room because you guys came here last, so you know. Some Rakghoul pheromones. And Ring of Adept Force Storing. Requires attunement. And it stores force powers cast into it, holding them until the attuned wearer uses them. The ring can store up to 6 levels worth of force powers at a time.
So somebody who doesn't have force powers could use that, or they have to be a force wielder already?
You need to you do not need to be a force user, from what I understand.
Damn.
I don't think so.
Damn.
Cool. So what do you guys do? Are you guys gonna head out this way or gonna head out the other way?
Oh, hey, baby. Let's. Are you gonna go
What
out
do
the
you mean
back
other way?
door?
Go down the left.
There's a lift right here, and there's a lift, the original lift you guys took.
Let's go in the other lift for funsies.
Yeah, I agree.
Cool. You guys get in the lift, and it brings you up. Oh, real quick question for you. Did you bring Yorkle with you?
He's in
Oh,
backpack
no.
mode, I believe. He's
We
new.
gotta get Yorkle. We gotta get nude Yorkle.
He's over on this table.
Let's go get Yorkle.
Oh, no, we left him. We left Yorkle.
We did leave. We did not. I feel like we did not bring Yorkle for consistency.
Yeah, I mean, so do you guys want to go grab him before you leave, or are you gonna leave him?
Oh, yeah. Well, I mean, we'll grab
Okay.
it.
I didn't want you guys to not, you
We're
know.
gonna go down and get Yorkle.
Okay, you guys go grab Yorkle. You bring him back up to the storage. There's the elevator. You bring it back up. and the you come out as it's a very thin elevator going up, and you see the top open up, and as you come up, it's then covered back up with ash and destruction, destroyed debris, some debris, whereas it was a trap door, secret elevator entrance on the top of it. And you guys look out at the beautiful forest, knowing that there is a lurking danger out there coming for you. And come on, you get a little ding on your communicator. You answer.
I'll decide if I am.
Okay, thank you.
He doesn't answer. And that is the end of Star Wars RPG.
Directed by George Lucas? Question mark.
I want Jar Jar to kill Han Solo. No George, put the Jar Jar figure down. Who talks to him? Who communicates with Anson?
I don't know, Anson, do you share any of this?
Oh, he sent it in chat.
Dun, 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 dun. Amazing.
I don't know that I like. I don't know if that I like that you have this power.
All right. Thanks everybody for joining. Tune in next time.
I have a question for the DM.
Yes.
I'm just gonna whisper it to you.
Okay. Well, in the meantime, tune in next time for Star Wars: The Curse of the Rakghoul.